Hello and welcome back to the show. So I'm really excited to be sitting down with my guest here today, Emily Schwa, because she is not just a fantastic real estate agent, but also the founder of her own real estate agency based in Malaysia, Oneworld Real Estate. And it's really interesting how she actually came up with the name, which I'm sure she will share with us a little bit as well as we get into her background. But Emily is not just a great real estate agent and a real estate agency owner. She is also an amazing coach to other real estate agents as well and runs a very successful YouTube channel helping other real estate agents, team leaders be successful in their respective businesses as well. So, Emily, I want to welcome you to the show and I want to thank you for taking some time to join us here today.
Wow, thanks for Kobe for your great introductions. All right, I'm Amenny from One World Real Estate in Malaysia, and I have been in the real estate for the last 30 years. So this is my 30 years anniversary. As what Kobe said, I've actually started from the real estate agent, and after that, then I level up myself into the leader, and I also found a few partners, good partners that actually go along to with me for my real estate career, and uh, we successfully started One World in 2009.
Mhm.
And after that, then we bring Malaysia real estate into the next level. We did a joint venture with the Singapore, and also we set up our system, and also slowly then I become leaders that to train other leaders. So be a coach and also be an entrepreneur that I also invested in a few various different services like from a real estate agency to a tenant management company to Airbnb, and also we investing in some small projects with developer by locking in some property. Then after that, then we sell it in other countries as well.
Wow. So you're in many different ventures, like you mentioned. And the first question I always have for people who are doing a lot with their business, because it's hard enough, right? I think people understand it's hard enough to run one business. So how are you able to run multiple businesses and ventures at the same time? What are you doing to make sure that everything is going smoothly and that you have the right systems in place?
Okay, I think most important thing is the when we are in business, so we still actually go back to the customer service. The reason why actually I expand from one to another is that when I am a real estate agent, then I feel myself I got not enough of time. All right. So therefore I started to think about how can I maximize my time by leveraging on other people's time. That's where that I start my recruitments. All right. So after recruitments already, when I have many agents, then the the struggle comes in again because I need to actually make sure everybody they make their business and they actually make their profit as well, and they have a good income to make their family better. Okay. So with that, then I think slowly then when the network expand, so there are many different um requests from the client. So especially when they start to ask, can do you actually have the team to help me to manage my property? Whether you have other part of the properties that in overseas that I can invest. So that's
Mhm.
where that the when the demands comes in. So then a few of our agents and partners, we start to think about the different business opportunity. All right. So then I think finding the right partner is the most important key in business. So then everybody can work on their strength and also to focus on developing a new business model to fit and also to service and support our customer. That's where that actually we are expanding to so many areas. Yeah, that's a start of the business expansions, I would say.
Yeah, so it's interesting, right? Because as you start to grow your skill sets and you start to grow your client base, what I heard there was it sounds like the clients had more demands, right? As they go through a buy or sell transaction with yourself or one of the agents that you work with, there's other services, right? Other demands that they would have that comes along with that as well. And then you guys just were able to kind of figure out how to partner with the right people in order to serve all of their demands when it comes to real estate and be able to provide that service and in that create a new venture or a new business out of that solution.
Yeah, this is how we start to venture and invest into the different businesses. But it's a great journey. I mean, when the business is growing, then we have to invest a lot in the different system, so to make sure the customer are being served correctly. Okay, so this is the part that actually we start to venture into the technology, to start to write our own ERP, okay, to develop our system. Yeah,
Wow.
so how the business grow.
Yeah, yeah, of course. So you guys have really gotten your systems down. So let's talk a little bit, Mal, kind of backtrack a little bit and talk a little about what it's like to be an individual real estate agent, right? Because that's where you started as an individual real estate agent. What are some of your best tips for either somebody starting out in the industry or somebody that wants to sell more real estate as an individual agent? What was it that really worked for yourself? And some of the things that you're also teaching and consulting other agents that work with you at the moment to essentially sell more real estate, make more commissions, and also better serve their clients?
Wow, okay, this is a very good questions. Okay, so basically, when I started as an individual as the real estate agent, then I think the most important thing, the key for the real estate agent is to have enough of property listing. All
Mm.
right. Then the second part is to have a very good connection with the customer you serve. So when they happy with the service, then they will actually refer more customer to you. The third thing is actually continuously invest in various marketing channel, all right, to make sure that you can reach more people. So these are the three essential things that when I am the real estate agent, I make sure that I have enough of the listing, the property that actually I can actually show to my customer. And after that, then of course with the expanding of the network, then I work with the various different co-agents. In Malaysia, we call it co-broke agents. So then to make sure that actually I find the area specialists. So whenever that there's inquiries come in, I focus on my side. Then I work with the different various of area specialists. And for real estate agent individually, I think become a specialist is the most essential key for you to grow the business, to have the continue um, uh, income, okay, a recurring income from the rental or for the sales that the customer keep repeating to buy from you. So this is one. So after you become the great agent, so everybody is looking up on you, then probably that's the second part that you need to do is to grow the team and start on recruitment. So on recruitment part, I think the most important three important keys is actually to make sure that you develop a system. So when the agents on board, then they have a SOP to follow. All right, so that will help them to kickstart their business and make sure that they can close deal in the first 2 weeks. So after that, you have a series of the training to make sure that the agent start from the individual and how can they grow into the second level into a leader, and ultimately they become a mentor and coach as well. All right, so then the third part is how to retain them and make sure that actually they provide a good service to their own team and also their customer. So yeah, so I think this is the leadership journey for video agents. So after the leadership, then the another level up is to become the business owner. So with business owner, then I think the agents can um, start to share their experience, their knowledge, and how to make the real estate industry more systematic and also more professional. Yeah, so this is my own journey of how I actually carve my own real estate business journey.
Yeah. So I love that. And I love that you share the entire journey because I think for a lot of people out there, they're very good when it comes to being an individual agent. And I talk about this a lot. So if people are listening to this, I'm sure they're tired of me asking this question or talking about this topic, but I talk about this a lot, which is a lot of agents are really good at being the individual, but they don't know what it's like to be a successful recruiter or to be a successful leader. So you, I guess, from a very early on point in your career, understood that it was important to make that jump, to make the jump from being an individual successful agent to being a successful recruiter and also a successful leader. So was that something that you realized fairly early on in your career, or did you kind of, figure that out as you began to sell more real estate yourself and figured that you wanted to leverage other people's time and other people's efforts, like you were talking about earlier on the show?
Okay. Seriously, I actually, when I started my real estate journey, just like a lot of people, I totally got no clue and do not know actually what I want to achieve in my life. But I only actually have one belief that in my life that actually I want to be rich and wealthy. So that's where that I started actually to with this desire to be wealthy and rich. Then when I actually venture into this business, I see there are so many opportunity come to my daily life. So therefore, from there, then I start to meet with a lot of different customer. So basically, all the client and the customer, they are the one that actually to share their journey. How can they be success? So I think the inspirations is from my customer that I serve. Yeah. So from there, then I do a lot of interaction with them. I sometimes do an interview, how they become so successful. From there, that is the inspiration actually given me that I also want to grow my real estate business like the successful entrepreneur that I serve. Okay, so I totally got no clue, but with that, then I start my first step to become the leader. So then I am having this belief that if I want to be good in something, then um, I need to learn. All right, so I start to read book. I start to attend a lot of motivation training. I start to mix around with a lot of different network. Like Toastmaster, and I start to polish my public speaking. Then that's where that actually I find that the real estate career is so interesting. All right, so then I slowly embrace all the changes and keep moving. All right, so I think for a new agent, all right, if they started without any any cruise, I think this is the journey that in the way that when they are meeting up with more people, then they will start to actually also inspire by a certain people around them.
Yeah, so that is so cool that you were inspired by your clients, right? Because I mean, obviously, as a real estate agent, as a real estate professional, you want to serve very wealthy clients, right? You want to serve clients who have the means to be able to buy a lot of real estate. Maybe they're investors. So you were actually inspired by kind of what they said and how they became successful, and you began investing in yourself more, like you mentioned, reading books, attending motivational seminars, right? Attending more coaching, consulting yourself. And then that was how you made the jump to becoming from just an agent to now let's see how many people we can work together with and really expand my efforts and teach those who are coming into the industry how to be more successful and work together.
Yeah, so that's how I started. I think um in from the leader itself, I think how you stood up to be a leader, and that is a part that you also will be show a good example to the team member. So then therefore I always actually sharing with my team, continuous learning and also continue investing is the one of the very important key to keep the business moving. All right. So if we stop learning, if we stop show up to our team, what can we do? Then probably the business will be stopped as well. Yeah. So that's why as a leader, my role is actually um, to become someone that a good role model that can inspire others. So that also inspire myself to uh, to move myself into the next level. Yeah.
Yeah, so be the best version of yourself, and that's how you want to show up as a leader as well
Yes.
for your team. So that's fantastic advice. Now, as far as what you've seen in the industry, right? And this is something that we touched a little bit on earlier, but do you see a lot of agents maybe struggle going from being successful individually to being a good leader? Do you see that a lot in kind of your day-to-day business? Do you find it hard for maybe an agent who knows how to talk to clients and convert them into listings and convert them into buyers? Do you find that they are having trouble talking to maybe other agents that they want to bring on through recruitment as well? They're not necessarily sure how to have that conversation with another agent.
Okay. From agent to a recruiter. Okay. Um, I think through my 30 years experience, a very, very successful a top real estate agent doing individual, sometimes they will tend to like very difficult to move out from their comfort zone because why? The skill set for the individual when they actually doing closing and meeting up and also connect with the customer, then they want to shift this into leading a team and helping the team is actually a time consume to a
Mm,
lot of real estate agent. All right. So then I will see that actually probably about 10% of the people, so then they will have this desire and this interest to move themselves into the next level. So which require a lot of passion, a lot of responsibility, accountability to also make sure other individual are successful. So I think it's actually quite difficult to enroll someone that if they just want to stay at their comfort zone, all right? So you ask them to expand on their from their comfort zone. So that is actually a bit difficult, but not say that's not possible, all right? So that require also the leader, whether the leader actually will really put in time and effort to keep uh convince this person, because that is the part that actually I think every leader in any industry they will meet, you see. So even myself that I have tried several times that to lead someone that they are initially they probably just want to be individual agents, but what is the
mm.
benefit? They use a system to coach someone from beginning to someone like them. Okay, so if they really actually see the benefit, then they will start to move out from their comfort zone.
Yeah. So that's very is a very good breakdown. I think there's a quite a few agents that are like that, and this is across the world really, who want to stay within their comfort zone, right? It's almost easier to be successful on your own because you are responsible and accountable for yourself, and you know what it is that you need to do every day to be successful. But it's not as easy to understand the people that you are leading, the other agents that you're trying to work with, right? In order for them to see the benefits in order to be a successful agent themselves. Does that sound about right from what you're seeing as well?
Yeah, it's almost the same. Okay, and I think throughout my journey, I also feel that actually there are four kind of different character. If you know that we use a lot of DISC, all
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So for us to actually to identify someone that they probably wants to be a leader. So that's usually we will only target on the two kind of people. So that's those probably they are very dominant
Hmm.
and they are very influenced. So then for me then I will put more efforts into this two kind of the agents, so that because the successful rate I think compare with those compliance and steadiness is actually higher.
Yeah, so that's cool that you guys are using a lot of personality assessments because not everybody is the same, right? I think that's the important thing. You have to make sure as a leader you are spending the correct amount of time and effort with the people based on their personalities. So is that something? I mean, other than the disc profile, have you guys found that you know other assessments or other ways to find out how other people that you're leading, how they're getting motivated, and how are you able to, I guess, tailor your leadership style to each individual based on their goals, but also their motivations as well.
Yeah, you're very right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, so I mean, the other thing that I've seen you do very successful as well is coaching agents, but also through your content. So, what was it that inspired you to start your YouTube channel? You've got, now a pretty good following on YouTube, I would say, of other agents who are, watching your content, watching some of your training. What made you start your channel in order to kind of appeal to these agents?
Uh, okay. The reason that I'm started my YouTube channel is during the COVID time. Okay, so because during the lockdown, then I'm the kind of person that I love to work and I love to be active and do something different. So during that times, then before the pandemic, I already started to do my training, my coaching, but I didn't actually record it. Okay. So then a lot of times I need to do many different training, and I feel that actually that's a time consume. Okay. So with I started my YouTube channel, then I think that not only benefit my own agents and also my own community, then I think that is also actually probably for someone that they always have this curiosity and also have the interest to come into the real estate, but somehow they do not know actually how to start, and they probably don't know where to ask. Okay, so I think with the YouTube channel, I mean with the videos that can replay 24 hours, then they can actually from anywhere of the world. All right, so this is something that actually I think I am loving to do. I really love to do it because I can share my my knowledge and my experience for those people that if they really having some doubt or some interest into the real estate, then they can actually find some informations from the internet. Yeah. So and also by I always believe by sharing, then I could also uh, learn and unlearn a lot of things from the sharing as well.
Right. And do you find that, I've heard a lot of people talk about this as well, is that you don't truly understand something until you're able to teach it. Is that what you're finding as well through sharing your content and coaching other agents?
Yeah. I mean, many times, I mean, like when I actually start to do my sharing, then from the feedback or maybe from the question from the students, all right, from my team member, then from there, sometimes I also actually get to unlock a different kind of the things that probably in the past I never thought of it. Okay. Then with the sharing, then this is a very good session that sometimes we will unlock something that actually probably we don't know as well.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm glad you brought that up as well, as far as like as you're teaching agents, as you're doing the presentation, you're thinking of new ideas, right? New things are coming up because for a lot of people, and I would love to get your take on this as well, because you do a lot of coaching, you do a lot of videos as well, where you are teaching other agents, right? Presenting and allowing them to learn directly from you. But what have you found to be a good kind of framework to be able to take a subject and successfully teach it to somebody else so that way they will implement it. Because it's one thing for us to understand, right? And for us to implement this, kind of like we're talking about between being success as an individual versus a leader. But what have you found to be almost like some tips or strategies to maybe package a specific lesson or specific training so that way the people who are listening to you are able to digest it, but also go ahead and implement on these strategies that you're teaching as well? What is a good way to package that training?
All right. Maybe I give some case study that actually I did in the past. Okay. So it's just like someone that if they actually totally from fresh that from a sub sales a project. I mean a sub sales mean the second hand property. When they wanted to jump from the sub sale into a project, the primary markets. Okay. So that require a different skill set.
Mhm.
But fundamental, this person they already know how to do the sales presentation, then how to do the this objection handling. All right. So then what actually usually I can do is that I will use the similar way from what they already know. Okay. But I will actually add on to enhance on. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So what I heard there was a lot of, as you're training an individual, helping them understand from their perspective, right? And also what it is that they already know in order to successfully train them to understand a new subject when it comes to successful sales. Yeah, so training an individual and making sure that they have a good understanding starts with, what they already understand in the beginning, and then working from that knowledge to move forward has been a very effective strategy for you, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is awesome. So it's pretty interesting, right? How everything works and how you were able to develop trainings and develop a recruitment process as well as be a successful agent. Now, the last thing I really kind of wanted to touch on with you was just what it's like to be a company owner. Like you mentioned, the last step of kind of the evolution of a successful real estate agent is to become an owner, is to develop the systems within the business, to develop the systems within the industry, so that way you have a way to make things more professional and also more streamlined as well. Have you found that to be, I'll say, the most difficult part of the business is developing the right systems and really just kind of owning your own company?
Um. Okay. Um, so basically, I think business, I mean, comparing on individual sales of leadership, then I think businesses is actually another level, okay, that a lot of people that they are looking forwards to become the boss, okay. So basically, how I started to go into the business is that I think that business is actually more interesting because you need to do a lot of different set of the skill, like you need to know um, how to actually manage the company with all the different people work under you. Okay, so you will have your HR, your operation manager, then your finance and so on. So individually we also do it, but in a very small scale, so that taken a lot of time. But when you actually grow the business, so you can actually uh, pay the salary to employ the right person to help you to run the business, so that actually you have the time saving, and you are able to multiply your time. Okay, so but with that, then I think the most important skill that actually individual need to acquire when they are running a business is they need to have the management skill, and also to put all the business model together. So I think the most successful thing that actually I see throughout my journey is I keep develop my own leadership and my management skill, my operation skill, and also to learn how to put in all the different system and technology together. All right, so that I can let the system work without me. Okay, so my own belief and also my own dream is that I can remove myself from the business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the right way to think about running a business, right? Is you want to build a system where you can remove yourself from the business and running it. That's how you have your freedom, right? That's how you have your time and your money freedom and eventually I'm sure location freedom as well. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are struggling with that part, right? They struggle with, and this is something I personally have doubts about myself, which is what part of the business do you systemize and how much time do you spend on creating systems versus kind of going out there and actively getting business as well. Have you found there to be a good balance between what how much time do you devote to building out systems? And when do you know that when a strategy or a tactic is working well enough that you should be building technology and building systems and building a platform so that way it automates and runs on its own versus I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who are building systems, but maybe for a strategy that doesn't work and that could be, a waste of time.
Okay. When coming into a system and also a technology, then I think the people actually make a very big impact into it. So even though that we have the good system, but the people that we hire is also very important. Whether they are well trained to use the system, and whether the system actually able to run it by itself. So the good testing is you go on the holiday for 2 weeks, you off all your phone. So that's where that actually we are able to test whether our business is actually can run without us, or maybe the team can actually manage the thing by itself or not. Okay, so now what actually I did for the last okay, how much time that actually I'm putting in to develop my system, I would say from 100, then I think let's say we want to divide into a different percentage. Okay, I would say I putting in a 50% to build the system. Okay, 50% to make sure that actually the system uh, is um, is running well. Then of course there will be a test, and there will be some modification time for that. Okay, then I put another 30% to elevate my staff. Okay, then the other 20% is um, to monitor it. So that's how I delegate my time for the operation part. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So it's you spend 50% of your time building out the systems and about 20% of the time monitoring it, right? And I like what you brought up there, which is stress testing the system, right? Leaving, turning your phone off for 2 weeks and just seeing if it runs, right? And that's the best way to test it, which is, letting it play out on its own and just, basically creating a scenario where that's exactly what you want to happen, which is if you were to step out, does this run successfully without your personal involvement in it as well? So I think it's a really good tip for everybody who is out there maybe thinking of testing their systems. It's just go out there and test it, right, and see if it works. And if it doesn't, then that's how you know to go back and adjust it and maybe rework it a little bit.
Yeah, so then currently actually I spend a lot of time on training my AI workers. All right. So then I'm trying to get the AI to replace my recruitment team right now. All right. So I built everything onto uh, AI system. Okay, a back end system. Then I also actually trying to do a lot of the marketing automation right now. Okay, by also replacing, try to replace 70 to 80% of the human. Okay. So that part also, I'm actually currently spending a lot of time to train up my operation team, my IT team, and also myself to how can I actually bring my business to the next level.
Yeah, and I love that you're using AI, right? Because I think that's where the big game changer is going to happen. So I love that you are implementing it into basically having it try to replace your recruitment team and using automation for your marketing as well. So that is super cool that you guys are leveraging that. Now, just I guess like the last question is just moving forward, how are you guys investing even more into AI, not just yourself, but also how are you teaching this to the agents that you're working with on your team as well, moving forward? Because I do think AI is going to be a pretty big factor, not just in the leader's business, but also in each individual agent's business as well.
Yeah. So at me right now, I actually getting my own operation team to start to help my individual agents to develop their own personal AI as well. Okay. So this is a part that actually I think will be able to get everyone into the same page, because it's not easy to get the agent to adapt to the new thing. Okay, but I think I have a confidence, because with the trainings and also with the sharings, that with a system that actually I purchased and also I developed, then I think this is the part that actually I am quite confident with the continuous training and also the implementation, that will actually get everybody use the AI, that will help them um, to bring more values to their customer and also themselves to increase their sales. I think this is what every agent needs lah.
Yeah, absolutely. Standardizing, right? You guys are almost standardizing the use of AI as a team, which is awesome, I think, to be able to do that. Um,
Yeah.
So, well, Emily, I just want to thank you so much for being on the show today. I think you shared with us a ton of value. So, I want to thank you for taking some time and sharing your knowledge and your experience and your insights as well. For anybody who is watching or listening to this that maybe want to learn more about what you're doing, or maybe want to check out your channel and see some of your coaching and your videos as well, what are some of the best ways for people to either reach out to you directly or to find out more information about what it is that you do on your business?
All right. I mean, for those people that actually probably you want to know that how the AI can help you to bring, I mean, to actually take you out from your business. Okay, then I think this is something that you maybe want to find out more. Then you can actually reach me on my amenny.com. So I have my own website right now, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, my this website. So for those that actually, if you want to know more about real estate, either on the individual as a real estate agent, or how to be a leader and how to be a business owner, so then you're welcome to reach me, and I can share some of my experience and the things that actually I do to all of you. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We will make sure to leave the links to your website and your channel in the description and the show notes down below. So that way the listeners and the viewers can find them easily and be able to reach out and learn a little bit more about what it is that you do, Emily. So before I let you go, I just want to again thank you so much for being on the show today. Before we let you sign off, is there any last pieces of advice, any last tips you would like to leave with the audience before we let you go?
All right. As what I shared just now, I am the real estate agent and I'm also the leader. Okay. For someone actually, if you're from a different part of the world, if you actually want to know about Malaysia property, like the property investment, or Malaysia my second home, or how can you start a business in Malaysia, then that's a part that actually you can reach me as well. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome, Emily. Thank you so much for being on the show, and thank you for tuning in, and we will see you on the next show. Take
Yeah.
care.
Bye.